Hi dear audience, here I am going to explain the concept of distance between any 2 points in a Cartesian plane. Now before I was defining the distance between 2 points, so those informations I am going to again revise, and after revising I will solve the questions which will be on this topic. First of all, already I have explained the concept of quadrant and sign convention of also any point which will be in the Cartesian plane. Now here I have to explain the distance between any 2 points in a Cartesian plane. So I am going to make a Cartesian plane. I will draw a x-axis and which is parallel to the horizontal axis. I will say that will be x-axis, and other line I will say that is the y-axis. Here I will say that is the y-axis. I will write like this, and I will take any 2 point, 1 point. I will say that is the t whose coordinate is x1 comma y1, and other point I will take whose coordinate will be p. Point will be 2 and whose coordinate will be x2 comma y2. Here I have written. Now you take a scale and you put scale, and after scaling and then you draw a line with pencil. So we will get a line like this. You can also draw here and also draw there. Okay. Now next information is that you draw a line which is perpendicular to the x-axis. So you have to draw a line which is perpendicular to the x-axis. That will be like this. So you say this point will be M. This point will be M. And again you take a line which is perpendicular to the x-axis from the point P, and that will be like this, and this point you say M. Now from this point, so this is the point, and this is E, and this is the point whose name is P. From this point, draw a line, draw a perpendicular line from the y-axis, and its length will be x1 that is given in the point. So this will be x1, this point and this length will be x1 from here to this point. Similarly, you will draw a line from this to y-axis, and you will write that will be x2. So here I am taking and draw a line which is parallel to the x-axis, and this length will be x2 because this the coordinate of this point is x2. So I will say this is the x2. Okay, students, now we have to draw a also line which is parallel to the x-axis from the point P, and it will particularly intersect the line QN at point, suppose that R, because M is available, P2 or Q is available. So I will another point which are not available here, so I will say that is R, and it is also perpendicular to this line and parallel to the x-axis. This line is parallel to the x-axis, and also this line perpendicular to the x-axis. So here I am looking, you concentrate on this point Q, P, R, Q, E, J, right angle triangle. It means that one angle is 90 degrees. So that angle I will say that is the right angle triangle. So in right angle triangle I will use the concept of Pythagoras theorem. So with the help of Pythagoras theorem I will calculate its length. So again I will say this length is x1, and from this point to this point is x2. So this length will be x2 minus x1. So I can write this length will be x2 minus x1. Similarly, if I draw a line which is perpendicular to x-axis, and this length will be y1, here y1. So I will say this length will be y1, this length will be y1. Similarly, I will draw a line which is perpendicular to the x-axis from the point Q. So this from this point to this point length will be y2. So from this point to this point y2, and from this point to this point is y1. So this point will be, so from this point I will say y2 minus y1. So according to information we have to write it y2 minus y1, and this will be from this point to this point. So I will say this is this is the point, this is the point R, and this is the point Q. So length between Q to R will be y2 minus y1. So in the right angle triangle PRQ, I will say this is the right angle triangle, this length, this is the right angle triangle, and in right angle triangle I will use the concept of Pythagoras theorem. After using Pythagoras theorem I will get the length PQ. So that PQ is obtained by Pythagoras theorem. So here I will write according to Pythagoras theorem. According to Pythagoras theorem. According to Pythagoras theorem, I will write here PQ whole square is equal to, this is the PQ whole square is equal to PR whole square plus RQ whole square. So I will write here PR whole square plus RQ whole square. So this is the information which is written by the Pythagoras theorem. With the help of Pythagoras theorem I have written in the right angle triangle PRQ. So that Pythagoras theorem is given the information like this: PQ whole square is equal to PR square plus RQ square. PR is known as hypotenuse of the right angle triangle, and PR is known as the base of the hypotenuse triangle. RQ is known as perpendicular of the right angle triangle. So this formula I will use, and I will substitute this value which is already available in the question. So this value I will simplify. After simplification I will get the PQ value. So PQ whole square, here I have to write PQ whole square is equal to PR. The value of PR is x2 minus x1. So here I will write x2 minus x1 whole square plus I will write the value of RQ. It means that y2 minus y1. So here I will write y2 minus y1 whole square. So I have written it. So PR square is equal to x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square. So this is the information I have got from the Pythagoras theorem. So Pythagoras theorem is applied only in right angle triangle. So each and every student has to know Pythagoras theorem can be applied only in right angle triangle, because any triangle has three angles, but any one triangle will be right angle triangle, other angle will be anything, but one angle will be 90 degrees. So in this case I apply the Pythagoras theorem. Pythagoras theorem give the information hypotenuse square is equal to base square plus perpendicular square. So this information I will use. After using I will get the distance between any point which are given in the Cartesian plane. Okay student, now further I am going to erase it, and after erasing I will write systematic formula, and each and every student has to remember it. Okay student, now I am going to write distance between 2 points, any 2 points which are given in the Cartesian plane. Distance formula. Distance formula I have to write here. Now PQ is equal to, and remember like this: x1 minus x2 whole square plus y1 minus y2 minus y1 whole square. This is the formula. You can remember it. This is one student can use this one, or other student can use like this. So both are same. If here student has to write x1 minus x2 whole square plus y1 minus y2 whole square. Both formula gives same meaning. Now here I am going to write in general form. Now dp is equal to difference between x is whole square plus difference between ordinate whole square. So that information can also written. So this will be the difference between x is whole square plus difference between ordinate whole square. So any 2 points will be given in the xy plane या Cartesian xy plane. So we can use this formula for getting the distance between any 2 point in the Cartesian plane. Okay, student. Now I am going to use this formula for getting the distance between 2 points if 2 points are given in the xy plane. Okay, student. Now I am going to write one question and that question I will solve. And the student has to listen it properly. Now here I am going to write question number 2 because question number 1 I have already explained before. This time now question number 2 I am going to write find the distance between 2 points whose coordinates are whose coordinates are 2, -5 and 3, 6. We have to find its coordinate. Okay, student, for the previous information I am going to erase, and this information I will draw in the xy plane, and after drawing in xy plane I will get its distance between 2 given points. So first of all I am going to take one line, and this end point I will say A and this end point I will say B, and its coordinate will be X. Now I am going to write. So coordinate of A, I will consider here first point is A and second point will be B. So coordinate of A I have to write here 2, -5, and the coordinate of B I have to write here given 3, 6. Okay, so now we have to get the distance between A and B, because if 2 point is given, so if I draw xy plane, after drawing xy plane, so after making a general formula, that will be AB is equal to square root of x1 minus x2, here x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square. That formula I can use here. So directly I will use the formula. I will use the formula for getting the distance between these 2 points. Now here I am going to write using distance formula. Using distance formula for getting its value. So here I will write AB is equal to, I will write formula that is x2 minus x1 whole square plus here I will write y2 minus y1 whole square. Okay, so now I have to substitute the value of the x1 y1 and also x2 y2. Here I will write the x1 y1, and similarly here I will write the x2 y2, x2 y2. This information I will substitute in the place of x1 y1 and x2 y2, and then after substituting we will simplify. After simplify I will get its value. So x2 is known as here, even x2 is 3. So here I will write 3 minus the question formula. So I will here minus x1, value of x1 is 2, so I will substitute here 2 whole square plus is available, so I will put here the value of y2 6, so I will substitute here 6, and minus is available, the formula here minus is also available, so I will put here minus 5. Here I will use is curly bracket after using curly bracket, so I used to put it here is square. So now for that I will simplify. After simplify, I will get its value, and that value I will substitute in the graph. So ever information I am going to erase for further calculation. Now here I have to put AB which is equal to here we take square root of 3 minus 2, that will be 1 whole square, plus here 6 minus that will be plus, here I will put plus whole square, again I will put here 1 square, that will be 1, and here 6 plus 1 11 whole square. Now further I am going to erase. We know that after erasing, we know that after simplify, I will write this value like this: 1 plus 11 whole square, that will be 121. Now I will add it. After adding, I will write here 122. So AB length will be square root of 122. Sorry. Sorry. So AB length will be this one. So this value I will substitute here. So from this point I will draw a line. So from this point that will be perpendicular, and I will draw its length. So this length will be as I will say this will be square 122 from point A to point B, from point A to point B. In the distance between these 2 points, that will be the square root of 121, that will be a level point something. Okay, distance can be calculated in meter, that is in EM case system. If I will consider it in centimeter, that will be in this system. Okay, students, so each and every student has to follow this concept for calculating the distance between any two given point in the Cartesian plane. If you have any doubt, so you comment, and I will see your comment section, and then positively I will reply to the student. So these are the required concepts, and these concepts you have to use in the question when any 2 point will be given. So find the distance between 2 points. So I will use this formula, because if in any question that is long question, and in that question we have to also calculate the distance between 2 points. There we will use this formula for calculating the distance. Okay, students, and next information and next concept I will also add for calculating question. So according to this way I will student online 10 past 7 p.m. up to 8 p.m. or 15 minutes past 8 p.m. That will be according to the question. If question will take too much time slot, so I will give the time slot for solving the question. Without solving the question, I will not terminate the communication with you. So I will terminate the communication with you when concept and numericals can be solved by me easily, and these information can be understood by you. If you are getting any information, yeah, you are getting any doubt or query, I will show you comment in the comment section. You write your information in the comment section. Positively I will see, and I will reply the answer after the question. So these are the important information, and you have to learn it easily. And one additional information I am going to tell you: if you are reading each and every chapter with concept and each and every problems of the corresponding chapter, so you have to go in my video section or in playlist section. There I have defined the theories and also numericals in Hindi medium also, and when you will go in live section videos, so you will get some information which are available in English medium, that is real number. And second chapter I will say that is the polynomial. Third chapter I will say that is the quadratic equation, and next will be the pair of straight line in two variables, and then I have also explained about arithmetic progression, and then next I am explaining the coordinate geometry. All informations are available there, and you can easily learn. If you will get any confusion, so you comment and I will explain each and every comment in detail. Okay, student. Additional information I am also going to explain from tomorrow. I will also teach you 12th class physics from starting to me. Okay, students. So I will explain, decide tomorrow when I will start. Okay, students. So further I will explain, and that is I will describe, I will teach you physics class 12 in Hindi. Okay, students. First of all, I will explain concept, and then numericals I will explain each and every. So students who are in class 12, they can also learn physics free free online classes. Okay, student. So this is the class for 10th mathematics, and I will also start class 12 physics in Hindi medium. Okay, students. So if students who are reading in UP medium, UP board, those can also read it very easily. Okay, students. So these are the informations I am going to explain according to the time interval. Okay, student. Now here this time interval will be same for the class 10th mathematics. Okay, student. So this is the fixed time interval for mathematics. Now for physics, I will decide. After deciding, I will explain class 12 physics from starting to end. Okay, student. So according to the way you read it in the class 12 physics, I will make a video, and after making video, I will upload. You can read in video section, and when I will get time, so I will also start in live video. Okay, student. So thank you for watching. Jai Hind.